When you first started working for the Orange County Library System, did you imagine that you'd spend 33 years working here?
No way. I did not believe I would be here 33 years. It just seemed, and it doesn't feel like it's been 33 years. The years just seem to have rolled one after the other. And now I find myself saying I've been here for 33 years.
That's quite the accomplishment. So tell me, what about the job kept you motivated and energized to come to work every day?
Being able to do different positions. I started in '86, and so I started out at the main library in the young adults department when it was on the second floor. And then after that, I moved to children, which was down in the basement at that time. So I've seen a lot of changes. And throughout the years, I was afforded the opportunity to just to work in different positions, from young adults to children's, learning how to do storytelling. And then I was a sub-librarian, librarian aide, then assistant manager, and then a manager. So what kept me coming was the fact that it added a lot of diversity for me in positions that afforded me the opportunity to get to work with all of the staff throughout all of the, probably at that time it may have been 15 locations, but now we have 16. So I was able to meet and learn a lot of people with the different positions that I was afforded.
What's the biggest change you've seen in the library system since you've worked here?
Biggest change is all of the services we provide, the technology. When I first started, I knew nothing about computers. So I learned everything I knew about computers from this library. And storytelling. It taught me a lot, and so I've seen those changes just continue in all of the wonderful, wonderful, and awesome services that the library has to provide, not just for our staff, all of the training, in-house training it provides, but also to our customers. Lots of different kinds of services, making the library the second most popular place that people would like to come to.
Can you tell me, what did it feel like when you finally became the branch manager of Eatonville?
It was a goal. I wanted small branch, few staff, and that's what I got. So I was very thankful for that. Yes, that's what it felt like, yes.
Did you have a goal in mind when you became branch manager?
I had a goal. I wanted to become a manager one day, but at the time, the library had certain criteria you had to meet in order to become a manager. Although when I came to the library, I always had a master's degree, but my master's degree was not in library science. And so therefore, to get promoted, you had to have a master's in library science, and I did not have that. And so for years, I felt discouraged. Although I felt that I had the experience to do the job, I didn't have the degree. And I would say probably I became an assistant manager, probably like in about 2002. They changed the criteria to accept your experience and your degree to be able to apply for management. And I jumped on it right away. As soon as I heard about that, I said, yes, this is my door in. And so I ran with it. And yes, I am here today to say it worked for me, because I just didn't want to go back to school. I felt like I had a master's degree, and I felt like I had already been an assistant for like 15 or 16 years. And so I said, if my experience didn't speak for myself, what else would? And so it did, and I'm very thankful that the criteria was changed, and I was able to become a manager.
Good. What's the biggest change you've seen here at Eatonville?
The biggest change since I've been here since about 2007, so everything is kind of a change because it was just built in 2005. So I came here a couple years after it had opened. The services we provide, although we're a small in number, we do the same programs that all the other locations do. One of the changes that I made, a couple of changes I made when I came here, this library was designed as a children's library, so therefore the collection primarily was focused on children. We had adult magazines and some musical CDs. So I wanted to change it because customers like to frequent the library in their communities. They don't want to have to go, at that time it would have been Edgewater, to get adult materials. So I asked to have adult materials added to our collection to make it more of a well-rounded collection, and added a small collection of adult materials in every genre, so therefore customers could come here and check out their books. So I was very happy about that change, that we could have everything here, where our customers wouldn't have to travel so far. And then just all of the programs that we do, and the community partnerships that we have here. Over the years, we've built some very strong community partnerships with the daycares in the community, with Head Start, with Hungerville Elementary, Life Center. So these are all schools that are in the area. And fortunately, they're in walking distance, so we could always count on someone coming to our program. So I think being here, we kind of solidify some partnerships, some community relations in the community, and that's really important, that you get to know the community so that we can each support each other, because we all count on each other for success. So without one, you don't do well. So together we do well.
That's awesome. So I think you kind of already answered this question in part of your answer, but what role do you think the Eatonville branch plays in the community?
I think we're a link to offering, lifelong services and engaging kids in reading and the love of library, but also connecting, as I said, with our partners. So it's important that you have a relationship with the town of Eatonville, the mayor, our community partners, the daycare. We have several daycares: LaChandra's, Brighter Futures, Neighborhood Center for Families, Healthy Eatonville Place, some churches. So it's very important that we are present at those locations, meeting the people, so that we can continue to build the partnerships that have been set, going forward. And I served on a couple of committees with Neighborhood Center for Families, so that way we work together and we talk about what's going on in the town and how we can better help the town, how we can better serve the children in the town. So it's important that those relationships continue, and without those, I don't believe that the library would be a success, or any of the businesses in the town of Eatonville would be a success.
Let's go to a more personal note. Tell me about your fondest memory of Eatonville.
When I became the manager, I think, my fond memories here is since I've been here, I was really lucky to have really a good team, a good staff. Not a lot of turnover, and so we were able to really build strong teams to offer really good programs and things like that. And so those are some of my fondest memories, is working with my staff and my employees, and to see their love and their support for this community and wanting to be here.
We're happy that you get to retire, but you will be missed. So tell me some words of wisdom that you have for the person that will be taking your place.
Get to know the community. Do not get discouraged when things don't work out in the beginning. You just have to keep pushing forward every day to do your best. And listen, communicate, be open to suggestions, and just embrace this community, because it is really a great community, and get the support of the community behind the library. And so that's going to really depend on you really getting out there and getting to know the community.
As a final closing, what would you like to say to your staff and then to the library system as a whole?
To the library system as a whole, I would like to say thank you really for the opportunity to allow me to have worked here for 33 years. In the beginning, it did not seem like a job, and I have enjoyed learning and growing, learning things that I didn't know I would be able to do, and to even become a manager. The library has afforded me the opportunity to be able to retire with wonderful benefits that they offer their employees, and I'm so grateful for that. To my staff, I've worked with several different staff over the years as positions became opened. And so I thank those who supported me and respected me as their manager, and that I hope that I poured something into them that they can carry with them for the rest of their lives. And I would encourage them to strive to do their best, to learn how to respect differences, to learn how to forgive and move forward, and to just continue to embrace this community and pour into this community to make a difference in the lives of the children, because the children here is the future. And so we want to pour into their lives for them to be the best that they can be, and for my staff to be the best that they can be. And so I thank them, since I've been the manager here in 2007, for supporting and serving me and helping me to do my job well.
That was wonderful. Thank you. I have one final thing.
Mm-hmm.
We, as a library system, always talk about leaving a footnote behind. What footnote would you leave behind for the Eatonville community as a whole?
That I am an encourager. I encourage, and that I love children, and so therefore I built some relationships with some of the children. And some of those children, one day I may want to mentor them after I retire from the library system.